Bitcoin had just hit its record high of $19,511.
What it's evolved into today is a store of value.
Bitcoin is a lot more than just a store of value. It's a security apparatus.
If this guy is betting $1 billion on Bitcoin, then there's nothing that I can say to convince you, okay? So I want to thank you on that. Now, here's the question. And I want to preface it by saying that I believe Bitcoin is king and it is unmatched in its security and the value proposition. But here's the question. Do you think Litecoin can be a good transitional currency from centralized inflationary fiat system to a decentralized deflationary sound money system, while Bitcoin continues its dominance and takeover as a store of value that people want to hoard as the price skyrockets instead of spending it? I know from personal experience, I don't even want to touch my Bitcoin. I don't want to sell my Bitcoin. It's like has become this ultimate store of value. Do you really think we don't need a coin like Litecoin for that transitional phase moving out of the legacy system?
You know, I think what will happen is Bitcoin is the base layer store of value and like the crypto reserve asset that will become the source of integrity for the finance system of the 21st century. And then there are a lot of engineers, very intelligent ones, and they're always criticizing Bitcoin, saying, well, it doesn't do this, it doesn't do that, it's not fast enough, etc. There's going to be one group of engineers working at companies like Square and PayPal, and they're going to work to build PayPal, Square Cash, to make it, to solve problems like plugging into the Visa and the MasterCard network and let you make coffee purchases with it. And Google, and I think Google and Apple and Amazon, they'll all eventually come in and have digital networks. And then I think there's crypto networks, and Litecoin is an example of an innovative crypto. And there's going to be Litecoin, there's going to be people working on privacy, people working on more speed, people working on more smart contracts, people working on DeFi in the crypto community. And they're going to work to try to plug some of the other, what they perceive as functionality gaps. And as long as they all do a good job of engineering into Bitcoin, then they can find their place. It'll be competitive. Litecoin's got to compete in the crypto world. And then PayPal's got to compete with Square and Apple and the like in the digital world. I think that Bitcoin is going to be the dominant emerging monetary network. And no matter, whether Apple or Amazon or Google or Facebook or Square or PayPal wins, doesn't matter. Bitcoin's going to win. And with Litecoin, with you, John, as the promoter, I'm sure Litecoin's going to do better than the other cryptos in solving Litecoin solves. So you just go to it, my man.
I love Michael. I love Michael Saylor like a fat kid loves cake. It's the truth. It's the truth. And Ben, do you have the
yes, I got
rapid fire?
Ready. Number one, best crypto book you've ever read?
The Bitcoin Standard.
Agreed. Great book. Who is Satoshi?
Ooh.
I don't know, and I don't want to know.
Oh,
he is all of us.
Okay.
He is all of us.
Very fair. Price of Bitcoin, December 31st, 2021.
I don't know. I look out a decade. I think a decade from now, we're going to demonetize gold and all and negative yielding sovereign debt, and we should go to $1 million a coin.
Boom.
But I'm not going to give you a forecast of the next 12 months because I'm not a 12-month guy. I mean, I have a longer attention span than 12 months.
That's so savage, bro. Ben, that has to be the best savage answer we've ever heard. Right.
Anyway, Ben, I would wait 24 months to get rich.
Me too.
But you're already rich.
Sometimes it takes longer than I think a good time frame for Bitcoin is 4 years. Look at the rolling 200 week moving average. And if Bitcoin is trading at higher than the 200 week moving average, the monetary network is charging up and you should be happy. Doesn't matter whether it's trading plus or minus 10%. As long as it's trading above the rolling 200-week moving average, the battery is charging. If it's trading below that average for 4 years, the battery is draining. Anything in the nearer term is just noise, and you should just get away from it. Just look at, it's a battery that's charging. Someone buying it at $20,000 a coin right now is putting in support at $20,000. Don't say, damn, it's down 10%. Just say, it's up by a factor of 2 versus the moving 4-year average. And that means in 4 years' time, those people are going to control the monetary network. They're setting the base of it.
Okay, so this is my final question for all the audience, not a Bitcoin-related question. What would be the most important advice that you'd give to your 30-year-old self if you could turn back?
I think my advice to my 30-year-old self right now would be, we live in a society where there is superabundance of everything. Too much of everything. Too much sugar, too much starch, too much alcohol, too much pharmaceutical grade drugs, too much advice, too much entertainment, too much distraction, too much opinion, too much temptation, too much everything under the sun. So you got to have stoic values, and you got to figure out what you stand for, and you can't let other people and other corporations dictate what you consume. You got to basically control your own consumption. And just because you can do a thing doesn't mean you should do a thing.
Michael, I want to push. Yeah, I mean, I want to push back. And John and I, we're in the. I don't know what world you live in, who surrounds you, but like I have relatively a handful of dumb people surrounding me, and I'm sure John. And you say, but you said the simple question is, I tell my daughter about Bitcoin. She goes, "What's that?" I said, "Well, it's a form of money, store value." She goes, "Well, no, money is the U.S. dollar." But she's a 7-year-old saying this, but I feel like there's a lot of adults saying this, and it's becoming less and less with Bitcoin. But I've been in since 2016, 2017, so I've heard a lot of it. Is when you say, what is money, a common rebuttal is the U.S. dollar because it's backed by the power of the U.S. government. And that seems to be, for them, a better argument. And it's contrary to what you're saying. And obviously, I think you're right. But they're saying, because it's backed by the U.S. government, it's a better form of currency than Bitcoin, which is backed by, essentially a formula.
Yeah, well, look, money is your life's energy at this point in time. And so if we call that water and you put it into a swimming pool and the swimming pool had a hole in the bottom and 15% of the water drained out of it every year, that would be the US dollar.